now feel so alone. There's no one here to guide me through. I close my eyes with an open mind. I can see a ray of light. I hear a voice from deep inside. It's calling me. Gate. I'm here to shine, it's never too late. Finding my why, always will be guided through. Feeling my heart opening wide, I can see the rising tide. Feel so alive, I hear the world is calling me.
Hello everybody, how is it going? Goodness gracious, I have to still figure out here? No. How is everybody doing? Oh my god, I need my technical support. Here it is. No, it's not. Hi. Right now, I just don't know how to do it, so we gotta stick around. We gotta stick around with it this way. My mind is a little bit blank this morning. Happy Monday, everyone! Happy Monday! Let me just try a few things, just for fun. No. Ha! Here we go. I'm like, there's only so many buttons we can press. Joellen, hello. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing. Yes, thank you. Oh, speaking of sharing, last week's video, Friday, I did a little live pop-up surprise video, and I asked to share the video with as many people as you can. And oh my God, everyone shared so wide and far to win the Mother Earth soundtrack with the 4 guided meditations, beautiful artwork. And the winner is, ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Janice McGuigan. And I really hope that I say her name right. If not, Janice, please forgive me. I hope you're here. I hope you're swinging by and hear the good news. I'm also going to reach out to you. Watch out in your inbox. You will receive a surprise gift package from Lucie Lynch with the Mother Earth soundtrack guided meditation. Hip hip hooray! Today I wanted to talk about shining on. No matter what we see in the outside world, no matter what's going on, no matter what we expected should be or would be different by now, to surrender and lean into the idea that everything is just simply perfect the way it is. And this is sometimes so much easier said than done. And sometimes there are moments, and days when I feel like, what does that even mean? Like, what does it even really mean? It means that the moment when we learn to detach from the idea that we constantly need to accomplish and we constantly need to figure out and we constantly need to fix ourselves, heal ourselves, improve ourselves, the moment we can detach from those expectations, that's when the river of life starts flowing, and that's when we find that seed of light within and we can indeed shine on. There's this beautiful imagery of sitting at the station of expectation, constantly expecting something in the future to make us better and to change our lives to the better, to make the fairy tale happy ever after happen. But it is already in each given moment that we have the ability. I always say I'm still expecting things, but what I started to expecting is to expect things to work out, that they really serve me and the higher good. And so therefore, then it's not about the certain car I'm driving, the certain house, the certain partner, and the certain paycheck. Then it's really about surrendering into the flow of that life. Aloha, Nicola Siegel and the Radio K Foundation. Always on the go to make change and make a difference in the world. Actually really doing it. Walking the talk. And I think that is so sweet and so powerful. Adele is here. Okay, let's shine on. Shine on and make this world a brighter place. Shine on and make this world a wider place. You've been caught up in your expectations, how things should just work out. You wanted everything in a certain way, but then one day you let it all go and you sat down and prayed into the silence, into the darkest night. And then you heard a voice from deep inside, whispering, whistling. Shine on, shine on. Let the world be your playground and shine on. Shine on, yeah. Shine on. And let the world keep going round and round and round. Like a merry-go-round and round we go.
Oh, in circles, and then these circles turn into spirals. Up, up, up we go. We go. And sometimes along the way we forget what we are made of. And sometimes along the way we forget what we've all been made of. And then we shine on, we shine on and on and on. We shine on, we shine on, we shine on and on and on. And we go out and make a difference. And we realize that we're all not really so different. We shine on, we shine on, we shine on and 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 on. We shine on. And then we shine on. We shine on and make a difference with our shining, with our sharing, with our caring about each other. And just simply expecting our energy to make a difference. And I know that sometimes, there is a notion that we think, oh, what does it really, does it really make a difference in the bigger picture? Does it really make a difference when when I'm the only one recycling? Does it make a difference when I'm the only one, I don't know what it is, taking my bicycle and, not taking the car to work? Or does it really make a difference? And in a way, I sometimes feel like it's up to each single one of us also to make that choice. Does it make a difference or not? Does it have a ripple effect to the people around us? Does it have an influence on the children being inspired, Because a lot of the kids are already so far ahead of their time, but then they look at us, at us, the older generation, and then they're like, oh my God, how can I be inspired by that consumer behavior, Heather, hello, good to see you. So I think for me, it's always like, I have a very, very uplifting and, high life view on life. And yet it also comes with a big portion of discernment that I always bring. I'm always questioning things, I'm always questioning things that I've been told, that, this is just the way it is, kind of scenarios. And those of you who follow me around for a little bit know that very well about me by now. And while I'm questioning it, it's not really that I'm then running around blaming or wanting to blaming and shaming. It's really more like an observation, and many times it's not necessarily just a behavior I find in others, I find it in myself as well. And so then from there, I can, if I want to, transmute it within myself and sit with it, contemplate it, shift it, change it, and hopefully support the people around me. Joellen, that is a very good question. What brought me that inspiration? I think that was part of me, coming from Europe, going to school in Germany. We were always very much so invited to. It was less about just having tests where we had to check mark things. We had to, for example, when we would read books, we had to create our own opinions about it, analyze the book, and then write an essay about our own perspective on the book that we just read. So there was a lot of that, the invitation of having your own perspective on things. And then also I grew up in a household where my parents, and I really just love them to pieces for that, is that they always allowed different discussions and different opinions and different point of views to be. And so I remember when they had friends over, there were always these amazing discussions
and people were not necessarily always, they not necessarily always agreed on everything and didn't really have the same opinions. And so they always just invited me to question things, Is that really the truth? Is that really the truth? Does that ring true to you? Is it really true only because everyone is doing it? Right? And sometimes, especially when we are in periods of change, when we look back and how big changes have been made, it was not necessarily in the direction where the masses have been running. It's a lot of times it's people that have been called, feeling like a deeper calling to some sort of change and shift, and then they started speaking about it, and then they, there was an opposition a lot of times, and many times we were laughed at. You were laughed at when you were somebody who's taking a different stand. But then we see how those moments, sometimes change a whole generation, and have such an effect on the generations to come. And therefore, I love questioning things, and to a degree where I sometimes feel like, oh my God, could I not just why can I not just sit on the couch, believe everything the news are telling me, watch a nice movie, eat my popcorn and my chips, and be happy, But then I'm realizing also, well, most of the people who actually do that are not really happy either, so it's not really my aspiration to do that either. So, gotta live with the discernment over here. Gotta live with that. Ooh, I love that, Joelle. Yeah, right. I mean, it is always affected. We are affected by our surroundings. And I remember my dad, he always tells me that when I was really little, I would already... oh my God, I love Good Girls on Netflix, though. I love that so much. My dad... he always tells me that story that I would always wake up at 5 a.m. and then I had all these great ideas about the world and why there should be nobody starving, and I had all the solutions right there, and he was like, that's fantastic, but you are actually 5 years old and it's 5 a.m. and I have a company to run, so go back to sleep, And I would be there lifting his eyelids hey Dad, I have this great idea. How about we take all the leftover food from the supermarkets in Germany and we fly them to Africa to the kids who are actually starving? Oh my God, genius idea. But honey, right now I need to take a rest. Also, it's not really possible. But why? We can actually fill airplanes with weapons and fly them as quickly as we want to areas where we create wars that nobody wants to. That's possible, right? But to take the food that nobody eats here and put it on a plane and ship it somewhere where it's needed, that doesn't make any sense. There is no logic behind that whatsoever, honey. No, my dad never said that. But we are on a beautiful train, my friends. And I can feel the train is running into a new world ahead. And when I look around me, it's not really that bad. There's so much beauty that I can find. There's so much love behind the scene. And there's always love, 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 you see. There's always love, 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 you see. I'm sitting on a train to nowhere, but I know it will arrive. I don't care when and how and where, I know all the
because there's love, 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 love to find. Yoo-hoo! And there is love, 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 love to feel. And everywhere you go, there you are. And everywhere you go, that's where you are. On the train into the light, landscapes passing me by, and I sometimes just go within and find peace of mind. Oh, Pamela, thank you so much. Yes, we are traveling on an adventure, one day at a time. And you know what? They're really good poems, and they don't always really rhyme. You can live your life just as you want to. Follow the calling of your heart, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't. And if somebody does, you just say, wait a second. I know this lady, her name is Lucie Lynch, and she had this whole movement of yes I can. So I don't believe you. I don't believe you if you tell me I can't. Yes we can, yes I can. Because there is love, 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 love. It's all around you and me. And there is love, 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 love. And it's all around you and me. We're on the train. We're on the train into a new world. And I am love. I love that. I love the idea that we're all on that train into this new world, you know. And then you can see there's like different departments on that train. You know, there's the ones who are like in denial. They're like, no, we're not changing. It's like we go back to normal. We just ride a little bit into this direction and then we go back, you know. And I'm like, I don't think we go back anywhere. We're moving forward, you know. We're moving forward, and the great thing is, what I love about the train so much. It's like it's the train of the collective. Yeah, it's the train of consciousness. It's that. Whew. So we are on the way. We are already on the way, and we are unstoppable. And then, of course, there's always here or there someone who's like, no, I don't want to go into the new. I hate it. I'm afraid of change. I'm afraid of change. But I think like we cannot afford anymore to be afraid of change. It's like, well, it's all around us. It's inevitable. Oh my God! Imagine change would be edible instead, right? Wouldn't that be fun? I would eat change for breakfast, I would eat change for lunch, and I would eat change for dinner. And then I would digest the change, and then I would release it again. Oh. I always have to think when I talk about change about animals, you know, dogs specifically, because they're really funny. They don't really like change, right? Like my dog is so funny. He wants to always cross the street exactly the same way we did the day before. He wants to like, okay, I'm gonna just, excuse me, but I'm gonna just poop in the same bush again and again, you know? And I love to completely change it up. So he gets sometimes a little overwhelmed and even irritated, where he just kind of like then wants to sit down and be like, I'm not gonna go this way. We always, at least for the last whatever 2 days, we went that way. I don't want to go that way. And so I always gently force him. We are going this way.
All right. And then he gets all excited because like, oh my God, there's new smells to smell. We meet different dogs along the way. This is great. And by the end of it, he's super excited, super happy, super tired, and maybe secretly even a little bit grateful that we walked a different way. Oh, Joelle, so you're so welcome. Actually, I sent you a package. Joelle was the winner of the last draw with the Yes I Can journal, and I sent it off Thursday or Friday, so it should come this week. So I'm very excited for you to arrive, to have your little package come to your place and space. Another big shout out to Janice McGuigan, who won the beautiful Mother Earth compilation here. Amazing. Today is a very exciting day. I'm gonna actually, after this live stream, I'm gonna go into the city and into one of the hotels, and we will have a sound check for the Mother Earth movie premiere and my live singing bowl creations in the space. So I'm very, very excited about that. Things are coming. Things are indeed happening. And I couldn't have orchestrated it better than the universe. Yeah. Oh, Richard, I love that so much. Change hurts sometimes, but it births joy. Exactly. You know. Isn't that the truth? You know. I feel like the best analogy is always trees. You know, like when we have a tree and we live in a place where we have seasons, we see that a tree grows this beautiful lush green leaves, and then in summertime it's like, you know, like a dark green, like fully there, and then it starts to kind of like, you know, the leaves start getting dry, and then they have these beautiful colors, oh my God, and then they get brown, and then they fall off, so the tree releases its leaves. And then there comes a whole period where the tree is basically naked, and you know, there are no leaves whatsoever, maybe a few here or there, but that's it. And then there, you know, for me that's always like, that's the period when I need to trust that new leaves are growing. But in order for new leaves to grow, I need to let go of the old leaves. Yeah. And that's where the change can hurt sometimes, because it's like, if I'm holding on to something, I cannot really grab something new, right? I cannot receive something different because I'm still holding on. And then there's that beautiful image of how we sometimes hold on to something and it's like, oh my God, my fist hurts, you know, my hand hurts. Yeah, let go. And then you let it go and it's like, oh my God, the pain is gone. Right? So the pain was actually created by holding on and not by the letting go. But it was the thought of the letting go that let us hold on so tight, and that's what created the pain. And still, it doesn't matter, even though we know all those beautiful concepts and we read all the books, you know? We read all the beautiful books and poetry, and it's one thing to know the concept, and then it's the other thing to let it in, right? To embody it. Like, I have these moments, you know? At the moment, I don't feel like on the highest highs, like with my energy physically. And, you know, sometimes I just wanna sit and just be on the couch and be like, I need a break from like just running around giving and sharing and shining on, you know. And then I had to really look at that and let go of this idea that I'm only worth anything if I'm busy, and it's only, you know, I'm only worth anything if I'm doing things, creating things. When I'm active, like I cannot just sit and read a book, you know. But the irony is, while I'm actually doing, I'm secretly thinking, oh, one day I'm just gonna sit on my garden swing or the garden bench and I'm gonna just read a book. And then I have a day off and I'm so stressed out that I'm not doing enough, and then I'm not even sitting down reading that book. And then I'm back in the work mode and it's like, oh my God, I should have really read that book yesterday. You know, so I'm going through that in my own motions and emotions as well. Exactly. I love that so much. Richard, I love your wisdom here always. Then the tree feeds off of the dead leaf to bring new leaves. Exactly. Like the eight, it's that rhythm of giving and taking, and exactly. And isn't that so too? Like, for example, let's say, for some, like, let it be a relationship, right? And then you let go of the relationship, and basically the letting go of that relationship fertilizes then, the experiences you made in that relationship fertilizes the ground for maybe a new to come, or you decide you never want one again, or whatever, whatever that, it's the fertilizer of the new to come, right? Or if we release an old job, something completely new and something completely inspiring might arise that we never even allowed ourselves dreaming about, right? I let a lot of things go last year, and now things are coming to fruition that it's so sweetly orchestrated, and I needed to create some room for that. I needed to create some room. And I couldn't do a shine on. I couldn't do a shine on session without singing the light. And today the live stream will be a little shorter than usual because I gotta pack up my things and bless the movie theater world with my creativity. Here we go.
Early morning sun is rising. Birds are singing a song about a new world, where fairies dance in the trees. They ride around the world on bumblebees. The light is coming in these skies, and the light is coming back in. And the light you carry inside, it ain't never gonna die. And the light you carry inside, it ain't never gonna die. Early morning sun is rising. Whoop, ba.
Huh? Here we go.
Early morning sun is rising. I'm walking barefoot along the waterline. Sometimes it's so dark that I can't see my hands in front of these beautiful eyes anymore. But the light is coming back in these days. The light is coming back. And the light you carry inside, it ain't never gonna die. And the light that you carry inside, it ain't never gonna die. And we are here on our own journey. We are all searching for this beautiful light, but we keep running and chasing and hunting it on the outside until we finally pause, take a break, contemplate, and find it deep inside. And the light and the light that you carry on the inside. It ain't never gonna die. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. And it is not only one of us, it is each single one of us. We're not afraid of our darkness, we are afraid of light. But you know what? The light that we carry inside, it ain't never gonna die. And the light that we carry inside, it ain't never gonna die. And the light that we carry inside ain't never gonna die. And I think that's already something to sit with. That is something to be with, to breathe with. Because so many times we feel like once the light is out, that's it. But that might be the greatest illusion that there is. Oh, Adele, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Yeah, as I usually say, if you're not in Lucie's Lighthouse yet, come to Lucie's Lighthouse. It's a group that I created where, you know, I go live, I share here and there inspirations, and very, very exciting to have that, to have created that. If you want to support me, I actually had this fun idea. A friend of mine, she started doing that because I received a couple of Amazon cards and stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm going to create an Amazon wish list of things that I need for my craft, and then people can, if they feel like it, feel inspired, they can purchase me the item on Amazon, and then I receive these surprise packages, which I thought, what a genius idea. And I'm going to borrow that idea from her because I love it so much. Then there's always the way PayPal and Venmo donations are always welcome. I use the funds to create new music, to go back into the studio. I want to do a really good version of The Light. So that is my birthday wish, and which is coming up August 6th. And on August 6th, I will release a brand new song, and you can purchase it, and then the funds go into the new recording of The Light. So it's all connected and interwoven, but I will let you know more about that. Yeah, it's all about the giving and receiving, the giving out, and, you know, bringing it back in. I appreciate each single one of you because it's always so beautiful to spend my time here with you on the Monday mornings. Thank you, 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐤𝐞 and the Radio UK Foundation, for being here, for lifting me up, for connecting me with parts of the world that I usually wouldn't reach. So thank you so much. And for all of your sharings, because that's the same way, you know. Isn't that so? If we hear about it through a friend, we are more likely to actually take a listen and be inspired. Yes. Never ever forget that your kindness, your love, and your compassion makes a difference. Because love is the only way. Love is the only way. Love is the only way. And love is the only way. Love is the only way. Love is the only way. Make a move now. Let your spirit groove now. Let your heart be open and let it be alright. And let your love shine bright. Let your spirit fly. Let the moonlight rise. way. Love is the only way. Love is the only way. And love is the only way. Love is the only way. Love is the only way. I know. Yay. Elena says there is a light which cannot ever be extinguished. It is inside of you. It is you. Neil Donald Walsh. Oh, I love it so much. I love Neil Donald Walsh. So many people have come before us and spoken these beautiful words of truth. And the more we can untangle from the game of thrones, the more we can untangle from the game of gold and the games of the financial riches and greed and all of those things, the more we can untangle ourselves from that and just make a shift and take a leap. Be the one on the train, on the front of the train, like, yeah, change is here, baby. So we can do it. Oh yeah, and if you like my t-shirt, yes I can. Get one, get one, get one. They are available on my Bandcamp. Just because they are. Just because they are. Oh, I love you so much. Have a wonderful week. Be inspired and shine on. That is the main thing I want to say today. Aloha! Yoo-hoo!